Hi everyone. Hi Hira. Hi Dr. Phoenix. Am I audible? Am I visible? Hi Gargi. Harshit Gautam. Harshita Gautam. Right. Hi Dr. Zoya Khamar. Looking tired. Of course I am tired. Extremely tired. Oh, it's been a rough day. A lot of work. Then a lot of editing and stuff. And I had to speak to two guests from my podcast. And then this whole INI set happened, right? Yeah, and I tried putting my kid to sleep. So it is a huge challenge. Very low voice, Dinesh. Am I audible now? It's because my kid, he just get up. He's like, Baba ki awaaz aa rahi hai. So we all know why I'm here, right? I am here to basically kind of talk about uh, the big, massive news that just broke out. Although this was kind of expected. This was supposed to happen. We knew this long time coming. We knew this. We thought I'll just bring context to my chatter over here. The context is I'm talking about institutes of national importance combined entrance test, right? So the National Medical Council or the Medical Council of India have just put out a notification through AIMS saying that from November 20th onwards, the Institute of National Significance or the institutes of national importance like AIMS, that is All India Institute of Medical Sciences, with all of its branches, PGI Chandigarh, JIPMER, and NIMHANS. All four of these institutes will now fall under the purview of one particular exam, that is your INI set, right? That is the exam. So one exam, you get seat in all these institutes. So this is a huge news. And the reason this is huge and the reason the students are fumbling all over the place is because all these exams, they typically had a different way of approach, right? So AIMS, for example, relied heavily on the previous topics that were being asked in that exam. It asked a lot of clinically oriented questions, a lot of trauma related and management questions. Okay. Now, thanks to the recent changes in the AIMS pattern, there was EMQs, match the following, multiple true and false, multiple correct options, and all those kind of shenanigans. That was the path AIMS was taking. Then there was PGI Chandigarh, which had multiple correct options, and they twisted the question with a lot of all except and all are true except, all are false except kind of a scenario. So you had to choose a lot of correct options. A lot of depth in knowledge was required rather than a lot of topics. So you had to focus on a particular topic, go deep into it. That was the approach. So they had a lot of biochemistry questions, genetics wala questions. That was PGI Chandigarh for you. On the other hand, there was JIPMER, which was a weird kid. I mean, he could never kind of understand where JIPMER could fit in terms of organizing the type of exam or exam pattern. It was just there. And unless you were very familiar with the previous pattern or previous questions of JIPMER, you would easily get lost. I mean, there was a lot of recent trends and recent advances that were being asked. One year and the next year they would ask something remote, something very extravagant. So nobody could actually put their finger on JIPMER and predict ki ye aayega. So that was JIPMER, and you had to prepare it accordingly. And on the other extreme, there was NIMHANS, right? The Institute of Mental Health, right? The neurology, the brain stuff. So that institute, they had a good 30 or 40 questions coming directly from neurology, whether it was anatomy, physiology, the biochemistry, or the neurosurgery, or neurology and the medicine. So they had a specific group of questions coming from that particular niche that they were hoping to get the students for. So that was its uniqueness. So people who were preparing for a particular institute knew what they were preparing for, knew what they were getting into, knew what kind of questions were expected of them. So they prepared accordingly, right? They prepared accordingly. For example, if I were to, hope to get into NIMHANS, I would start preparing for neuroanatomy, neurophysiology. I would pay more attention to head and neck and all that, right? And if I were interested in PG at Chandigarh, I would focus on, pediatric orthopedics, genetics, and these kind of, biochemistry wala questions. And if I were planning to get into AIIMS, I would focus on trauma, clinical scenarios, management protocols, recent changes in Bailey and Harrison, and all that kind of shenanigans, right? We would do that intentionally to secure seats there, right? And then there was NEET PG, which was, a good mix of all kind of questions coming from recent advances, recent trends, one-liners, clinical scenarios, image-based. It was fun. So we knew what we were getting into. Now, unfortunately, because of this, now, the people who were preparing very hard for these exams, particularly for the November exam, particularly for the March NIMHANS exam, they have been, for lack of a better word, I will say cheated, right? I will say it. They have been cheated because they have prepared for a particular type of exam in a particular way, and now they will not get questions in that style which they have been preparing for. So they lost that edge. They lost that leverage. They lost that advantage that kept them in lead for that exam. Right? Samajh aaya? So are you understanding why I'm kind of frustrated, angry, and also happy? And I'll tell you why. So do you understand? That is the reason I'm here. That is why I'm ranting like this. Now, obviously, ऐसा होता है तो then you know, right? Everybody goes like, yeah, DM Dr. Abbas को, bone teacher को मारो, message पे. My phone literally started tick, tick, tick. That's what was happening to my phone, and I had no clue this notification was out. And when this notification started trickling into my phone, tick, I was like, something is going on. Something must have happened. What's going on? I look it up and this notification all over the place. I was like, right, this is the problem. Now, I'll be very honest with you. It's very unfortunate that it had happened to you. And I think this is very unique to our country, right? Our institutes, our boards, the people who, policy makers, they take us for granted. And what happens is they make these broad changes which affects a lot of people in big ways, and they just do it a week before, a month before, 2 months before. Like, for example, I'll just give you one example. July AIIMS, right? AIIMS had this new pattern of 7 different types of questions, which was a half breed between JIPMER and PGI and AIIMS. So that was kind of the paper that they thought of preparing. But suddenly 1 month, or not 1 month, 2 weeks before July session, because of the pandemic, they changed it. They're like, nahi, ye nahi hoga. We'll just have one single best answer kind of questions. So people who had advantage, people who were preparing in that mindset, we have to arrange questions in sequence, sequential arrangement wala questions. That mindset, that was disturbed, and they didn't get through. People who were preparing for NEET PG got in. They got lucky. Now I'm happy for them that they got in, right? I wish them best. But I feel sorry for the people who were kind of cheated. And this is exactly what is happening now. I know good people. I know people personally. I speak to them who've been preparing for NIMHANS like crazy. I mean, it's their life. It's their dream. They want NIMHANS. NIMHANS में neuro करना है. NIMHANS में psychiatry करना है. वरना नहीं करना है. They had good ranks in NEET PG. They had good ranks in other institutes. But they're like, no, I want to go to NIMHANS. They prepared for NIMHANS. But then, अब उनका advantage चला गया. They don't have an edge now. Right? So what now? कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You can't do anything. They have changed it, and that is there to stay. Now, I'll tell you the bright side of this. The bright side, now don't hate me for this, is that this is an amazing opportunity for all of you to get into central institutes, right? It has kind of leveled the playing field. It is a very high stakes exam now, and it's not something impossible to approach. It's absolutely approachable, and you can do it. Now, because they have merged all these institutes together, there will be a common exam. And when you get this common exam, and if you do good, if you do decent, if you get a decent rank, you're eligible to get into any of these prime institutes, which is a huge deal. Not a lot of people had that chance. Because suppose you get a great rank in INI set, You're not only eligible for AIIMS, you're not only eligible for all the branches of AIIMS, you're also eligible for PGI Chandigarh, you're also eligible for JIPMER, you're also eligible for NIMHANS. And I think that's pretty awesome. So what I mean to say is, there is a disadvantage to this change, and there is a huge advantage also, which you might not consider right now because you're all emotional, angry, flabbergasted because of this sudden change. But the reality is, it will work for you, it will help you. It will definitely, because एक ही exam है ना. See, many people don't even write NIMHANS because they don't care for it. Many people till a few months ago didn't write PGI Chandigarh because it was only one center and you had to travel all the way to Chandigarh to write it. The only exam people wrote was All India and AIIMS. That's it. Now you don't have to worry about it. You will write 2 exams. One is the INI and one is the next, or the NEET PG. And then you will have the opportunity to get into MD, MS all across the country in any possible institute. So that is amazing. That is an advantage. So I'll tell you how I think this should have been dealt with. Okay? I'll tell you how this should have been dealt with. They should have informed about this 6 months in advance, which would have kept people on track. The people who are hurted now, who are angry now, would have not been hurted and angry because they would have known कि ये change आ रहा है. This is my last solid attempt to get into PGI because of its unique pattern, and I will put my efforts in that direction. That would have been the right way of doing this, not just a month and a half before the exam. So I think it could have been dealt with in a better way, right? So that is the whole rant about this exam. Now, how does it affect all of you? All of you means the people who are appearing for that November 20th exam and the people who are appearing for the NEET PG 2021. Now, looking at the speed at which these changes are being made and how things are changing so swiftly, I think you should be ready for next. I think in 2022. That is, I think we cannot push it any far. That is going to happen. All the indications are towards that. And we don't know these things. We can't predict all of this, but we can kind of smell, we can kind of sense the direction of the wind, and that is what it is telling us. FMG exam becoming all clinical and having a lot of clinical questions is giving a signal that board is considering to go all clinical and focus on the final year subjects. AIIMS, PGI, JIPMER, NIMHANS being abolished, and then you have a common entrance test, again brings us back to the idea of a one common exam. So I think there is a huge likelihood that they will be next in 2022, which brings me to the fact that this NEET PG 2021 is probably the last NEET PG that you are going to face. So might as well give it your best, right? So I think there are a lot of reasons to hate this change, but there are also a lot of reasons to love this, because it will get rid of all the pressures of preparing differently for those different exams. Everything will be under one roof. You give one good exam and you will have an opportunity to get into multiple institutes, and that is going to be a huge relief, and everything will come under one umbrella. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the fact that which body is going to frame the questions and what kind of questions will be there in this exam. Now, anything that I say now will be pure speculation, and I don't like dwelling in speculation. You know that, right? I don't do that. But I'll tell you one thing. Looking at the logistics and looking at the institutes that have the capacity of running this kind of a show at this kind of a scale, I think only AIIMS can pull it off, because they have been doing it over and over since the last 2.5 decades. They've been doing a very good job with an all India exam. So AIIMS can pull it off. And if AIIMS is going to do that, there is a high chance that the questions will be framed by that board. And when AIIMS frames the questions, we kind of understand what they do. And I think that whole pattern change of 7 different types of questions in AIIMS exam is something that they will retain. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking that is going to be retained, because it kind of has a mix and match of all the different exams that they're combining together. So wo rahega, wo tikega, wo lagta hai mujhe. I'm not so sure. But the most important thing, friends, the most important thing tonight, I want to tell you is, before I go and sleep, is that there is no point in indwelling in things and worrying about things that are not in your control. None of this is in your control, right? I have heard some students telling me कि यार एम्स एक साल बनाएगा पेपर, नेक्स्ट ईयर चंडीगढ़ बनाएगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर जिपमर बनाएगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर निमहांस बनाएगा. I honestly don't know. Neither do you, and none of us know. But what do we know for a fact is that the knowledge is the same, the content is the same. मतलब मंजिल वही है, पर रास्ते बदल गए, राइट? मंजिल वही है पर रास्ते बदल गए. हमारी मंजिल तो रैंक लाना था, सीट लेना था, रास्ते बदल गए. एक रास्ता था नीट पीजी, एक रास्ता आएगा नेक्स्ट पीजी, एक रास्ता आएगा INI CET, जो भी आएगा, बट रास्ते बदल रहे, मंजिल एक ही है, राइट? तो हमारी मंजिल है और वो मंजिल को हमको पहुंचना है, और उसके लिए हम कहीं भी कुछ भी कर लें, राइट? एंड there is this one fundamental thing that I want all of you to kind of believe and relax, is that subject नहीं change होने वाला है, subject change नहीं होने वाला है. आप एम्स में भी पूछ लो, supracondylar humerus fracture will be supracondylar humerus fracture. If you ask in PGI Chandigarh also, supracondylar humerus fracture will be supracondylar humerus fracture. You ask in a single best answer type, you ask it in a match the following type, you ask it in the true or false type, you ask it in an essay, a supracondylar humerus fracture will be supracondylar humerus fracture. So why worry about how they're gonna ask it? Just focus on what they're gonna ask and read about it, right? And the biggest thing is that अगर टफ होता है, अगर बाउंसर आता है, अगर कुछ नया आता है, if something is out of the ordinary, out of the blue, it is gonna be out of the ordinary, out of the blue for all of you, which again levels the playing field. So nobody has an added advantage, nobody has an added loss. All of you are at the same playing field. So just read less and revise more right now. Okay, guys? Right. I think that's about it. That's what I wanted to talk about. For everything else, we'll wait till 6th of October. And once the real notification comes out, without any kind of speculation, I'll come back again and I'll discuss with you what should be your perfect strategy to target this exam.